Alright, stream is up. Testing microphone. Okay, do one last audio check and we'll begin. Gotta wait for the stream delay to kick in. There we go. Alright, let's load up the universe and get rocking. So, on tonight's agenda, as it were, I do plan to run a few missions, but I want to do some exploration. So I did my last video where I did some exploration and the removal of my wanted level. I went out to Daymar and found the wreck, so I've got the coordinates of a way to find it off of a Reddit thread, now that I know where it is. So I'm going to get my freelancer. I'm going to head down to the Shubid mining facility and I'm going to try to get my Dragonfly inside of the freelancer, and then we're going to try to haul it out to the wreck site, and then we'll fly the Dragonfly through the engines and just kind of cruise around the wreck site in a little more maneuverable, visual, and fun way, and then we'll head off and do some missions. I think we'll be live probably till about 10:30 Central, about 90 minutes, so gotta remember the keys I changed. Hopefully all my ships are good. I'm trying to remember last time I played if I had anything that glitched or bugged out. Now I'm not going to waste a lot of time doing the freelancer thing, because if it's bugged, glitched, or having issues, or we crash, I'm just not going to waste the time with that, because that could be a time-consuming thing to mess with. Okay, whatever just happened there. And that's going to be boring, and I'm not going to make anybody sit around and watch that, so I'll just do it offline and edit it later. Just making sure everything is stored and good to go. Prospector's back. Now, I thought about taking out the Aquila, but I've heard that there's some issues with the lifts, and you can't lock things properly, so I don't want to risk having any issues. We'll see if this freelancer is bugged or good to go. Pad C02. Sounds like the in-game audio continues to trump me. Yeah, I turned that down. Interesting. Alright. We'll just drop these down real quick. That one should be fine. Sound effects. We should probably drop you a little bit. Music. There we go. That should be alright. Alright, C02. I think that's off the other side. Yep, over here. FPS is not perfect here. We're at about 30-32 with a few dips. I haven't seen as many micro stutters at the moment. Don't know if that's because there's not as many players out here, or if they've done any... Oh, there's one. Server side patching. Ow. Did I get hit by the door, or do I not have a helmet on? And we're doing the bag dog thing again. Looks like all my missiles are there still. That's good. Well, if we run into any issues like we did last time, we should be able to fend some people off. Okay, let's get the ship powered up and out of here and down to Cruisin so we can try to pick up the Dragonfly. Flight ready. Pad. Gear up. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's get the computer up. And rocket off to Daymar. Where are you going? That's an interesting glitch. What the heck just happened? Ship randomly sucked off to the side and I couldn't control it. Wonder... Okay, now I can fly again. If anything in 3.1.2 is going to cause any problems. Okay, I've got fuel. Why can't I accelerate? Wonder if it glitched with my... There we go. Yeah, that was a funky glitch. I haven't had that one in a while. I lost all engine control. Had to get it to initiate and drop quantum before it'd work again. FPS is in the mid-20s to high 30s. It's kind of rough. Alright, we need to get to the back side of the planet for Cruisin. OM3 is our target. That'll put us about 200 meters away. At which point we should be able to drop down and kill the camera so you can see some bombs. I have to change that hotkey so I don't go outside every time. Alright. Okay, there's Cruisin. Yep, that should be 280 away once we finish. Now, from Cruisin to the wreck site, check. That's our corp. It'll probably take a few minutes to fly out there. And I don't know if I'll be able to use any more of the orbital markers just because of the distance. So I went to the wrong orbital marker at first, but let's use space to our advantage for maximum speed. And then we will drop down. Alright, let's decouple real quick. So the wreck is... There's arc point. 114 is where I'm looking for it. Okay, am I blind? Dunlow Ridge, there we go. Alright, so we gotta go towards Dunlow, Kovalex, and all of that. So let's zoom our planet view in. Okay, there's Kovalex. It's hard to see on this map. That's Bountiful Harvest. There's ArcCorp area here. Where's Dunlow? There it is. So it's somewhere in this area right here. And we are on the other side of the planet right now. So we'll probably fly up and then we'll go to Kovalex, and then from Kovalex we'll head down. That'll be the fastest way that I can think of to get us there. Let's rotate around so we can hit up Shubin. Coming in fairly fast. Now, performance is decent. Not great, but we're at about 32, 33 FPS right now. Fairly stable. And again, for the goal right now, we're going to attempt to load the Dragonfly in the back of my Freelancer here. We're going to haul it off to the big shipwreck on the surface, if we can deal with these macro stutters. And then after that we'll do some missions. The last time I tried to load my Dragonfly into the back of my Freelancer, we had an issue. That was back in early 3.1 or 3.0. I got the ship in, but then it glitched out, and I couldn't control my body, I couldn't control my character, I couldn't control my ship. I had to reload the whole game, and then for the rest of 3.0, I had no Dragonfly. I had to email their support and request my Dragonfly be reinstated, and a bunch of other stuff. It was a hassle. It took like a month and a half before everything was fixed on. I know they were inundated, and other people had similar issues to that, but that was quite annoying. So the main reason I'm only doing this now again is because really with 3.1.4 close, probably be released sometime this week or early next week probably. No details on that. I'm not playing that on the PTU, but that's just my guess based on how fast they've been pumping the patches out. And with 3.2 coming up here in a couple months, it really shouldn't be that big of a deal if they break my Dragonfly, since there's not much I can really use it for right now. So alright, we are coming up. Oops, I don't want to recouple that yet. No, reaccelerate. Let's get there, because I want to drop down on Shubin. There we go. Now we're throttling up again. Alright. I'm going to have to readjust the aim. Here we go. Come on. Get up to speed. 1004. There we go. Turn. Used to be able to feather the direction a bit, but I think they've changed enough of the flight model that it doesn't quite work like that anymore. And I don't look forward to some of the changes they've made to the flight model 3.1.4. From what everybody's saying, it's garnered a lot of negative feedback where it doesn't seem like the thrust works properly like it used to, with the thrusters having to slow momentum down and change direction. It just moves too fast. There's too much rubber banding. And if you've seen any of the previous videos or even live streams, I'll come out of quantum travel, and if I move the mouse just a little bit like this, depending on the ship and how maneuverable it is, especially the Super Hornet, everything will just blitz off in random directions and the ship will kind of look like it goes out of control. That's the compensation that they're talking about. So if I move the mouse to the right, it tries to compensate it by like applying mouse smoothing and some other random effects to it, which really is not necessary to that degree. So I know they haven't dialed it in yet, but the feedback I've seen on Spectrum from 3.1.4 and the PTU is really negative towards that from most users. So I'm hopeful they'll dial it back a bit before they release, because that is a really big annoyance. If you played the game previously, you understand enough about the control and the movement and using the boost and the maneuverability of the ships to counter what's happening. Even in decoupled mode, you can use that to apply full afterburn thrust as a braking maneuver to slow down faster and change directions and do some other maneuvers. So taking away a lot of that is just crazy and unnecessary, really. I understand new players may need a bit of a helping hand at times, but that's a bit too much. Honestly, it's not that steep of a learning curve to figure the game out. Alright, so I'm going to apply full braking now that I'm coming in really fast. 700, 600, that's good. Now we're coming in good and smooth. I don't want to come in too fast, especially with those micro stutters. I'll end up slamming into the planet's surface and promptly blowing my ship up. Alright, 900 out. Let's zoom out a bit on the view. Got a bit of a reference for landing. Alright, we should be coming in on the left side for the landing pad. Okay, fire up the landing lights. Start throttling down a little bit. Alright, so the far side right in front of me is where I'm going to land. Essentially, that pad up there is the ground vehicle pad. I'm going to try to land it so it's just a straight fly-in for the Dragonfly. The less work I have to do to try and get it aboard, the better. No, I'm not about to collide with anything. Alright, let's check behind. Should be good. I have not landed. Alright, we're down. Engines are on this side. Nope, engines are over here. I swear I know my own ship. Alright, let's get out. Hopefully no one shows up and tries to blow me away, which is the other reason I'm doing that in the Freelancer right now instead of the larger Aquila, because if somebody does decide to show up and be a troll, I don't want to have massive issues. Come on. Give me the commands to raise this. Okay. You really tell me I can only do that inside the ship? It's a height issue. Well, here's hoping I can open that again. And we got sunset, which is going to make this a little more interesting. Especially if someone shows up, so let's get in here and spawn it. Hopefully, really hopefully, they have not done it, so when I pull this guy out, it despawns my ship. I know that's happened before as well. I tried that back in 3.0 here with the Ursa. Okay, my ship's there, and good. Let's hope we can continue to fly my Freelancer. Come on. Alright, now let's go on the pad and get the Dragonfly out of here. Hey, at least it's right side up this time. Okay. No, I don't want to mount the passenger seat. Oh, great. Hello. I think I'm about to be screwed by a stealth fighter. Yeah, please don't land and blow me up. Why is this thing starting to elevate? Okay, I don't really want to be in the passenger seat, but okay. Help! I want to get on my ship. Okay, what was that? Dang it. Come on. There we go. Pilot seat. Light ready.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Whoa! Holy cow, that thing accelerated fast.
Rear impact warning.
Why did you go down? I want to go backwards. Alright, whatever. We are here. Let's power off and hope I'm not about to get blown in the back by Mr. Curious over there. Can I open my door? Good, I can. Now, will I be able to get back in? I saw it, I saw it. Let me in. Why does this thing keep levitating?
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Whoa.
Your systems are online.
Okay, why do you keep slamming into the ground? Oh, that lag. Okay, stop landing.
Impact warning.
Ow! Whoa, this thing is bugged out. Hello.
Warning.
Hello. No, I don't want to be upside down. I am not controlling this ship at all right now. Why am I going up? Please stop going up. Please let me have control of my ship. Where are you going? Oh, this is not cool.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Yeah, that's
Your
great.
systems are online.
Can I control my Drake interplanetary craft? I am falling very quickly to the ground. Hey, there's a guy running towards my ship. That's not cool.
Front impact warning.
I don't have control of my engines. Okay, come on now. I can turn again, that's good. I guess I just got up too high and it freaked out. Okay. Easy does it, old boy. Sorry about that.
Impact warning.
I have not flown this
Starboard impact warning.
thing since 3.0, and yeah. No! Shoot. I guess I have to maintain some thrust. Alright, nice and easy. No, 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 no. Why are you going haywire? No! Ah, stop with the levitation crap. Alright, let's get away from the base for a second and make a sweeping approach. Hey, we're going up again. No, I want to go down. Down. Okay.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Yeah,
Systems are online.
I'd be happy if you'd let me. We're gonna make one more attempt at this. Otherwise, I'm just gonna call this thing completely
Impact warning.
borked. Thrust up. Can I have control of my ship now? Holy lag, stop. Oh my good gracious.
Impact warning.
No, stop crashing. Holy cow.
Front impact warning.
No, why will you not thrust vertically? What did they do to you?
Front impact warning. Starboard impact warning. Deck impact warning.
Thrust full throttle. Alright, we're inside. No. And it's trying to fly. Okay, we have super levitation power again. Okay. Rotate over, down.
Your systems are online.
Alright, no power. Power off. Okay. Well, that was interesting. I have no idea what's going on there. No to you. I'm just surprised the guy didn't blow me away. Hey, why is my ship completely powered down? I left you on.
Engines on.
Okay, let's definitely keep the landing lights on. Let's get airborne.
Launch sequence complete.
Landing gear raised. Okay, there's somebody above me. Who are you? Great, you're a hornet. And what are you doing? You look glitched. Alright, where's the other guy? You are my dragonfly that's messed up. You're a titan. And you're the raven. Alright, let us set course.
Landing gear down.
No, don't lower my landing gear. Alright, Kovalex is on the other side of the planet. So we need to throttle up and get moving. No, my gear's down. Stupid.
Landing gear up.
Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, looks like the Raven is staying on the ground. Man, that was messed up. I don't know if there's something broken with the ship or why it suddenly wants to not levitate properly. I know they had planned to change some of the flight characteristics a little bit, but I don't think that didn't think that had been put in place yet. What the heck is that? Down near the bottom of the screen, flickering light. Looks like pixel rendering issues. Alright, we're at full speed now. Well, we were until I just messed that up. Alright. We should still have a functional, semi-functional Dragonfly in the trunk. We are at full speed now, so I am going to angle us down a bit. Entering the atmosphere is not what I wanted to do. Come on, give me your thrust. I don't know why you made me slow down all the way. Come on. Oh, don't give me this broken thing again. Great. Okay. Ship is broken. Let's check my Dragonfly for damage while we hover for a minute. Or fall to the earth, whatever the case may be. Well, it seems to be in functioning order. Alright. Are we actually falling or what? I think we are. We are actually falling. Whoa, thrust. Thank you. Let's get back into space. Why is my altitude still going down? My direction should have me angling up. I guess gravity's pulling me down or something based off of the angle of the contrails. Okay. Max thrust, come on. Alright, where are Bountiful Harvest, Kudra? think I'm far enough out just yet. Let's check the map. Alright, we're getting there. Once I clear the edge of the planet, which shouldn't take too long now that I'm at full speed, angled this way, I can jump to Kovalex, and then from Kovalex I can head down to the surface. No, don't zoom out. I need to... From Kovalex, there's the 2. I need Dunlow. Where's Dunlow? There it is. So Dunlow Ridge and that. So the actual wreck site is right over here somewhere. Yeah, it's in this spot right here, and then Kovalex is up in orbit there, so I just have to shoot down at the planet's surface. And I don't know. Let's see, what would be easier if I had an orbital marker, which I think is why I'll go to the comms array and come back from the orbital marker. That's the fastest way. So the orange dot down there is my orbital marker, at which point I will be able to angle around and come back. And we may be able to do this even faster. So comms array 275 is my ultimate destination. But I can relay through Olazar. So let's do that. There's Olazar. We'll warp to Olazar, and then we will turn around and go right back to the comms array, and then we will jump back to Daymar, which should put me pretty good as far as placement. Which this is kind of how I found it the first time. Whoa, that's the countering I'm talking about. That's the out of control insanity that they're hopefully gonna fix. Okay. Let's go to comms array. There we are. And then we'll relay over. Oh, don't leave the mouse. Don't leave the mouse. It doesn't go quite as nuts. Alright. I think I turned too far, but now we're going to get to Daymar. And see, I'm aimed pretty close to where I want to be. Back to Daymar. Should save us about 10 minutes of flight time in space, which is very boring. Alright. No. What are you doing? Get back here. Come on. Alright, there's one of my targets. So Dunlow is there, Shubin is there, not Shubin, ArcCorp is there. So I need to aim somewhere about there for now. That is an orbital marker. Which one of those? Okay, Kovalex should be pretty close behind me, I think. Let's do this. Let's take it out of coupled. Alright, so Kovalex is there. Yep, that looks about right. Shouldn't be that way, should it? Alright, so the end destination is I'm supposed to be roughly 460 kilometers from you. I'm supposed to be roughly...
Contact received.
Great. From Wolf Point... Oh, it's not Wolf Point, it's Dunlow. I keep doing that backwards. Alright, ArcCorp I'm supposed to be 241 away from, and there's my Dunlow. I am supposed to be... Dunlow's 197. So my ultimate direction of somewhere about, yeah, should be accurate. Let's recouple. And to start with, we will thrust up and get down there. Sadly, it's not such a good view out of this particular ship. I'll show you more what I mean when I get down to the surface, which, since we're going pretty much straight down, shouldn't be that big of a deal. And again, mostly all we need is just to maintain good distance between everything. It's not going to be perfect because of where I am at the moment, but it should be okay. I believe I'm on the right side. I'm afraid it might be that way. Let's go to the map real quick. Where is... Right, there's Kovalex. There's Dunlow right there. Let's just select you so I can actually see you.
Contact received.
Where's ArcCorp? Okay, there's ArcCorp. So those two are down there. Kovalex is up there. Yeah, my destination is going to be farther up here. Let's make a course correction before we get down there too low. And we just gotta wait for thrust to adjust. There we go. Because Kovalex should be pretty low in its orbit. And I should be able to look kind of up at it behind me, kind of like there. I have a feeling it's going to be more in that, right above the top. Over there. Let's rotate the ship up in that area. There. Yeah. He keeps coming in here. Drake Buccaneer, right? You're AI and you're AI. And you look damaged, but you're right behind me. You're my ship. Alright. So, let's rock it out here. Am I going at full speed? Yes, I am. Okay. So, when we get a little farther over, I'll angle down and head down to that. Kovalex is still a bit too close. Dunlow's using the nose of the ship. Dunlow's there, and ArcCorp's about there. We should be able to angle over. Unfortunately, there's no way to go to an orbital marker because they stationed it not directly near an orbital marker, so you kind of have to fly around. When I was looking for it in my prospector, I think I flew from pretty much where the nose of the air of the Freelancer is right now and just sort of cruised across the whole surface. I think the max speed I could go was 350 kilometers. It took me like 15 minutes of flying. It was a wonderful view, I'll say that, and mostly that is due to the way the cockpit of the Prospector set up, where the whole front is just this giant window. So it was a lot of fun to just be able to sit in the cockpit, look around. You can look almost straight down at about that much of an angle and see the ground below you. It was just a great ship to fly. And what that leads to is kind of the gameplay that we'll get soon with mining, because cruising over the surface, you should be able to scan for certain mining minerals and things that you can stop and points of interest and actually start mining them. So I think it'd be kind of fun, especially if you have that type of a ship. You can maybe orbit the planet a little higher, fly over, find some resources, and then you drop down, or you mark a couple points of interest. Hopefully you'll be able to actually make the markers yourself and just say, hey, I'm interested in this point, this point, this point. And then you could fly back to those points of interest at a later date and start mining them, or you fly high, get a scan, and then you go down and hit the points of interest that you really want to look at. I mean, those mountains there should be full of certain minerals that we should be able to land and start mining, and even the craters should have some sort of mineral in there from the asteroids or little rocks that pelted the surface to create them. That should be something that we can actually drop down and deal with, and I think that is one of the things that really interests me with that. Alright, so Dunlow should be 197, yeah, I'm high up, and ArcCorp should be 241, so we're pretty close, but at least on this side. And then Kovalex should be, I need to decouple real quick. Where are you, Kovalex? 280, so yeah, I'm not quite there yet. But part of that's because I'm quite high up. So let's recouple. Change my direction to go down to the surface now. Dunlow Ridge is 170. ArcCorp is there. Oh. Red out as we start to head down. Let's decouple again. Throttle up. Okay, so Kovalex, I got a long ways to go still. I need to fly. Okay, there's Dunlow. I think I need to fly slightly farther this way. Let's recouple and adjust. Turn that off and go back to our map. So there's my position. You can see the direction to Kovalex there. So I need to fly up to right about here. Dunlow, yep, right about here. So we're close. Just need to get past them a little bit, and we should be good. So let's throttle up, get past them, and then we'll head down. Even if we don't find it here in a minute, I will jump in the Dragonfly and we'll see the sights and talk more about what I was just dealing about with mining, because there's a lot of points of interest down there that should provide a lot of unique, exciting, and fun gameplay to actually get to go down and look at. As we punch through the atmosphere here. Let's get down to the surface. Alright, down we go. And I have a feeling we're going to red out again, but that's okay. We'll use some lateral thrust to make it not so brutal. Let's decouple real quick, check our position. ArcCorp mining, I need to go 20 kilometers away. Dunlow, I need to go 70. Yeah, about 70 kilometers away. And you, about 100 kilometers. Perfect. So we are on track. I need to head this way if I am correct. Let's check my positioning. Yeah, I think maybe just a little more. Now let's recouple. That looks about right in front of me, if you can see it. Those ridges out there, that should be money. I believe it's one of those out there. I hope. Anyway, back to what I was saying about all of the mining stuff. Flying over these planets like this, even if you have a 315, any exploration ship that really has sensors and scanning equipment, this should be a great way to just start earning some cash, because you should be able to find the locations of the goods, as it were, and then you can use that information to sell it to anybody, maybe a reclaimer, somebody who's got larger ships that can come out here and say strip mine the area. That would be compelling gameplay and a good reason for you to actually do it, because you'll earn a good amount of money UEC by coming out here and allowing everybody to utilize your information and your knowledge to their benefit and your own. Wow, it looks a lot different in here, and this is why the cockpit of the Prospector was so good for this, because as you can see, if I look down, it's not so hazy, but looking out my windshield here, you can tell that I'm about to smash into the planet's surface. So we need to go up a bit. Alright, that looks about right. Right there. Okay, now we are decoupled. We're gonna decouple to thrust up. Apparently it wants to aim me back at the ground. That's my target there. Alright, let's take coupling off for just a second here and swing the ship around. Dunlow Ridge is 140. Where are we with ArcCorp? 41, 230, not bad, we're getting close. And you are 407, so about... It's not bad. Although it's kind of hard to tell my direction of travel. When you're not angled right. Let's recouple, throttle up. I still feel like I'm flying at the ground here. Let's do it that way. And I was flying at the ground. Good. Don't want to crash. The other issue out here is the sun and the rotation of the planet moves, so the shadowing, the locations, all of it appears to be all new. Like, I flew over this recently coming out here the first time, and it looks different now. I see things that look vaguely familiar, and I'm pretty sure I flew over them, but it's hard to say because the sun was not behind me as it is now. It was directly overhead. So the lighting and viewpoints were totally different last time. Plus, I was in a ship that had a very different cockpit view. Alright, where are you, ArcCorp? Okay, ArcCorp is 239. Obstructed is not what I want. Okay, come on, Kovalex, 430. Dunlow is at 170 or 160. So I need to angle a bit more to the right here. I believe there's usually a coupling method that helps you figure out what your direction of travel is. Okay, I can't quite see that one or that one. Wish I could overlay those over my view right here. That would make this exploration a lot more simple. Nope, not going to be off to my left. And it's not in these canyons. These are too close together. We're headed to some big ones out there. Alright, so let's check our go again. 249, so I need to head much closer to Dunlow, which is now at 172, so I need to pretty much go in this direction here. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's not fly at the planet's surface and die. Wish I had viewpoint control behind you. Alright, so we're going closer to Dunlow now. We need to go 20 kilometers towards Dunlow and about 10 away from ArcCorp. Actually, no. Oh, I was already doing the right thing. Now I'm doing the wrong thing. It's not a perfect science, and I can't see anything in front of me. We actually need to go closer to ArcCorp. That was the issue. Which should definitely help us get farther from... Nope. Okay, ArcCorp. How much closer are we getting? We are still getting farther. We'll turn sideways then. Interesting. I would have thought that angling more towards it. There we go, now we're getting there. Yeah, I think I flew past the ridges into the plains. Where's my position? Alright, I'm up there. ArcCorp is there. Yeah, it's got to be right in here, right in front of me. I almost need to just head back. That's not where I need to go. ArcCorp is there. Alright, we need to decouple so that I can see my distance from Kovalex, which is 459. Perfect. Dunlow is at 180. Alright, so we should be getting pretty close to the ridges then. And our end destination, 247. Alright, so let's recouple and check this area out right here, because we should be very close. 245 from ArcCorp, so I'm within 5 kilometers. Can't quite see you, but I know we were at 459. So let's just have a look-see around here. We should find it embedded in one of the cliffs. What's that? That's not it. Let's fly this way a bit. This ridge looks a lot more promising. Big ridges, that's what we're looking for here. And there it is. We have found it. Yay, success. Awesome. Now we gotta land this thing here. Let's lower the landing gear here. Somehow we will try to land this thing. No, wrong way. Don't want to flip over and come down hard. Cliff lines, no view. Deck collision. Whoa, don't aim down. Alright, we need to make sure that we're not about to land on a massive pile of rocks. Some flora down there. Let's land right over there next to the wreck. Last time I was exploring up top, so we are going to land down here. which should also give me a slight benefit in that my stupid broken Dragonfly should be able to be used and landed again. And if for some reason it's not, then I'm just going to abandon it. Alright, there's the wreck on our side. How's the surface looking? Good, not too bad. Front gear will angle us up when we touch. There it is. Alright, we are down. Let us cut the engines. And it's going to have to be powered off because as soon as I get out, the ship's going to shut down anyway. Alright. Open sesame. Alright, so let's hope we don't die.
Hello and welcome to interplanetary craft. Your systems are online. Rear impact warning.
No? What are we doing? And I'm lagging. And the craft's going crazy. Ah, stop having no FPS. What are you doing? Give me control of the ship. What are you doing? Power off. Well, I've succeeded in getting stuck in a vertical position. No, I don't want to exit.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Are they? Because I certainly don't feel like they are. Can't even turn my landing light on anymore.
System online. Engines offline.
Engine on, come on.
Online.
I think my lights got broken. Okay, if I got this thing stuck in this way, I should be able to get it unstuck. How is that even possible? Okay. You, sir, are a broken ship, and you do not fly very well, and that is really annoying. Can I get back in the seat? No, that's passenger seat. Can I get back in the pilot seat? Oh, that's useful. I can look at the rear of my ship. Come on. Try to crouch. Get closer. So I can turn the ship on from here. Something tells me that's not the best idea. It's moving down farther. Alright, let's see if I can move the Freelancer a bit and get it to go back into its place. Or it will blow up and I'll die. We'll join the wreckage here. Oh! I think I've been punctured.
Launch sequence complete. Landing successful.
Well, we did succeed in moving a little bit. I feel like I'm on Disney's Toad's Wild Ride or something here. Okay, let's not crash the ship. Let's angle down. movement doesn't really seem to do much. Set this thing back down. Whoa. No, why are we on our side? Thank you.
Landing successful. Launch sequence complete. Landing successful.
Engine off
Launch
first.
complete. Landing
And computer's broken. Oh, come on. Well, that's comfortable. Okay, give me pilot control.
Your flares are online. Your chaff is online.
Okay. It's doing that bugged out thing where it's trying to float off again. Bonk. Now what's going on? Oh, I'm inside the engine again.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary.
Come on, we're out. We're free.
Systems are online.
Alright. Well, that's fun. Alright, so this thing's supposed to be a frickin' maglev, but it doesn't seem to want to work. I'm just so happy to be out. Okay. Whew. Sorry about that. That was nuts. Alright, let's have some sightseeing here at not full speed. I need to move out, down. Whoa, we're about to crash. Alright, so this is the big javelin crash. That's the forward section. There's the bridge off to the left. This is the central hull. I am not going to attempt to fly through that in third-person view. That's kind of why I said it felt like The Force Awakens, because you got this big ship out here. Beautiful view of the planet. Oh, don't crash! If I throttle down, it's like I'm gonna die. Oh, lag.
Front impact warning.
Yeah. Haircut. There you go. No, 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 no. Okay.
Impact warning.
I think I might have figured out what it's doing. Get out of here. Okay. I think it is the maglevs. They detect different structures and have issues
Port impact warning.
assigning themselves a ground plane, and then it doesn't want to fly right until you
Front impact
get
warning.
airborne, and now
Port impact
I have lost all control again. Alright, let's see if I can do this again. Power off, flight ready.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Alright, so this should, in theory, be my ground maglev mode, where I'm near the surface and I can't really take off. So now I'm like a Star Wars speeder bike. Zoom out. No, 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 no. Do not get in so close. My view. There we go. Let's see if I can... Okay, that's not a good view for this.
Warning. Port
So as I throttle up a bit, it gives me a little bit of altitude.
Front impact warning. Port impact
Okay, that's gonna get annoying. And I do have the ability to kind of do a bunny hop, and then it will slowly come back down to the surface. Or it will disconnect and allow me to take off. And then there used to be a way to toggle flight modes. Used to be N in 3.0 where you could just change your gears mode, and that might be part of my problem. So I will look that up for next time. For the moment, let's just enjoy the fact that I can fly again. This is not... Yeah, it is stuck in gear mode. How do I turn that off? Brake, maneuvering thruster. Alright, so I will have to figure that out because it also looks like my head's messed up. I'm not aligned straight down the front of it, but this is the pretty nifty wreck. I always thought it was cool, especially when they first added it in there. Seeing the videos of other folks out here, and now being out here myself, I think is really cool. A big engine over here. Let's see, the armor's been worn off on it. Alright, let's see if I can set myself down here on the upper hull.
landing complete. Launch.
I haven't landed on anything.
Deck impact warning.
There it goes. See how it kind of sucked me back down to the surface? And now I'm hovering on the surface, and the more I move, I kind of lift off. So that's the ground mode. I do not know how to disable that at the moment. Turn off, I'm drifting. No! Did not want to slide off the ship.
Interplanetary craft. Your systems are online. Deck impact warning. Front impact warning.
Ugh! Take off. Please take off. Oofed! I'm glad this thing has decided not to blow up yet, because I should be dead by now.
Front impact warning.
There's a scale for the Javelin, though. Ship is huge.
Front impact warning.
Yeah, lady, I know. Everything's an impact warning for me here.
Front impact warning.
Ooh, okay. Thanks for that.
Starboard impact warning. Deck impact warning.
Nah. There we go. Got enough altitude to change modes. Get airborne. Okay, and suddenly I've got... I don't know what I did, but now suddenly I've come out of the other flight mode. And we have the normal flight mode where I can fly super fast. I don't know what I did, but okay. So, back to the whole point here. We came out here to enjoy the wreck and the points of exploration. So, somebody with a reclaimer could land out here and start strip mining the ship and other derelicts. And somebody in, say, I would hope, even the prospector like I've got, would be able to come out here and detect the minerals, because this is metal. Now, the prospector's not for reclaiming lost resources from, say, a ship like this, but I would hope that I could pick up the metals, mark locations and things like that. I should be able to scan the rocks and pick all that stuff up. So, and back to the scale here, you can see how big that ship is. It's not that it's really longer or anything, but you can see that my little Freelancer there, which is a 5-person ship, because you can have 1 in the turret, 4 in the cockpit, is minuscule compared to this sucker. Even the Connie is maybe double the Freelancer, and that's not a big ship compared to that massive sucker. So the Bengal and some of the enemy ships are just going to be ridiculously big. And I noticed that either it's glitched, or right now, because my ship's got no power on it, I can't target it. Though I could shoot it, that'd be fun. Then I'd really be stuck here. And it hasn't despawned, so exploration is now something kind of viable. It'd be fun to bring a rover out here. Let's go canyon cruising real quick while we can. Uh-oh. Okay, flight mode changed. There it goes. Ha! It does work again, so let's see if I can get it to do it. The pods at the bottom are supposed to move. I don't know what changed, but suddenly I'm able to actually fly this thing. You can see it's a pretty quick little ship. 230 meters per second with minor boost speed here, approaching 300. There was a post recently, just a general community question post on Spectrum about what we felt these ships should be allowed to do as far as maneuvering and all that stuff, and I think they're pretty good right now because you should be able to fly around. Now when they add atmospherics and other planetary flight models back in, I really don't think that this little Dragonfly should be able to escape the gravity of a planet like Daymar here. Maybe Delamar, the tiny little asteroid, that would make some sense, but this planet, no way. This ship should be grounded to here. But they're tiny, they're low power, they're fast, they're maneuverable, but they are weak. Oh, I came down the wrong canyon. Whoops. We'll shoot down the next one in a second. I wish I knew how much thruster fuel I had.
Front impact warning.
Ooh, go up a bit. So you can hear me kicking in the afterburners now to do braking, to help change my direction here, so kind of countering the slide and the semi-realistic physics of having to slow down and then thrust the other way. Not very effective weapons. Oh, bad lag spike. And just about bit the dust. These things are hard to control, and the Nox is even faster, which is kind of the downside. They're really fast ships. Let's cut the throttle a little bit here. Wish I had somewhat of a standard throttle gauge. See if I can kind of thread the needle and go under this. Ooh, close. Nope, not gonna make that. Ooh. Change your thrust there. Oh my. That's fun. But see, you can come anywhere on these planets. Ooh. Throttle down. Yeah, I don't think the damage is set up properly on this ship. Otherwise I would be very dead now. Well, kind of course, since I had some issues in my own ship. Alright, let's see if I can park this thing up ahead. Ooh, okay, no. There it is, you can see it says it on my HUD now. I'm in hover mode. Alright, can I land this thing and not slide off? That's a negative. Flight ready, flight ready!
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary
Okay,
craft.
friction needs to be somewhat fixed on that. Okay, where am I going? I didn't tell you to go up. So, let's see if we can land. Power off. Okay, thunk. A little squish in the dirt. No worse for wear. Where are you going? Okay, so if I come to this side, it's elevating. If I stand here... Yeah, no? Where are you going? Why are you suddenly elevating on me? Alright, so I can't get off. We'll park it in a second.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online. Wreck impact
And
warning.
now I'm stuck in hover mode again.
Report impact warning.
How do I get out of hover mode? There we go. Pre. And now my gear won't go up. Fabulous. There we go. SCCM. Now we're targeted.
Shield system online.
So even in this piddly little guy, I could aim skyward and pretty much rocket away from the area and get really high up. I have a bad case of red out. And then decide I want to come back down over here and have a little look-see. So, exploration is something that's just going to be a ton of fun when they kind of get it dialed in a little better. And even on a ship like this, I shouldn't be able to scan too much of what's out here. But I should be able to kind of come out here and skim along the surface and go exploring. That's nope, SCM, we'll go into here. Once I slow down enough, slow down, I want hover mode. Where's my hover?
Front impact warning.
Like I'm gonna hit the ground, aren't I?
Warning.
Oh, there we go. It's automatic when I got low enough. And it even articulates now, that's nice. So there's a crater up here. Ooh. Okay, I don't know why suddenly you turned off hover and crashed, but why not?
Impact warning.
I thought there was a crater up here. So we're hovering, there it is.
Warning.
Coming up on a big crater here.
Impact warning.
Ooh. Well,
Impact warning.
good job. Can't see the rock in front of me.
Impact warning.
Be even since there's flora and fauna here, or flora, it'd be kind of cool to come out here and collect some samples from these random plants. I'd have to go find them in certain locations and asteroids. Just a lot of really unique and fun gameplay. And even since, again, this crater was caused by an atmospheric impact of an asteroid or a comet streaking through the surface, or even a ship, there should be something of interest down here that I can come in and mine with my prospector. So that type of stuff I think is going to be just a ton of fun. The CM mode. And there's so many different craters and things out here that I have the ability to fly around, look at, land in, coming out in a larger ship such as the Aquila. Aquila? Yeah, Aquila. Got somebody at work who's got a name similar to that. Just flying out here in another ship like that and dropping the rover to collect sample bags. The prospector has 8 saddlebags that it can fill up, so you could have a freelancer or somebody else there that could take the cargo away while you stay on the surface and mine, and you could have another crew running delivery operations or something like that. There's just a lot of really fun gameplay that the potential is so great to do whatever you want, really. I mean, that's kind of why I like the Grand Theft Auto games. I don't really care about the story usually because it's worthless and throwaway, but the ability to come out here to a planet, one of many, do kind of whatever you want to a degree. Even now, I'm just kind of cruising around on my space bike, enjoying the scenery, having a fun little drive, as it were. When weather and different planets go in, such as Hurston, that has lakes and trees and even animals from what we've seen in other videos, there's going to be a lot of things to do. I mean, you could have, say, the potentiality for a friend to ride behind you because you sit backwards. They can have a gun, and I could go by in slow cruise mode, and they could control aliens. And why did you crash? It went to hover and then SCM. Anyway, you could have somebody riding behind you right now and herding groups of wild animals using shots as distractions, or you could even poach animals or try to take out the poachers and pirates trying to kill wildlife, or even messing with areas, stealing people and hostages. There's just so much you could do potential with the game. A lot of different missions and scenarios that could be fun, and I believe they even mentioned they want some more user-created stuff, because I can create a waypoint and have somebody come pick me up right now, and that's about all I could do, but I could potentially create some other type of activity for other players to come out here and do and enjoy. I'm just cruising out here having some fun. I'm not moving very fast, 40 meters a second here in this mode, but it's for the most part hovering on its own. Occasionally it glitches and kind of crashes because it's not perfect yet, but this is pretty cool. This is basically the Star Wars speeder bike, other than crashing. I guess I could use my thrust mechanism here to offset that, so instead of crashing I could bump the ship up, but it's doing pretty well on its own, kind of reading the terrain, automatically lifting up. So I didn't counter that descent. I didn't just spacebar or use my vertical thrust to lift up. I should have there. So again, not perfect, which is probably why they have these things set to not explode on sneeze, but that's pretty fun. I mean, I'm just cruising around. You can't even see my freelancer way up there. You can just start to see the rocks of the canyon wall. Okay, don't know why I crashed there. And the tail engine, I believe that's what that is, sticking up there. The rest of the ships should show up here in a minute. No, got a bit more to go. Combined with the nice music, this is kind of fun, other than the annoying computer here screaming at me. So we can come outside and fly the space bike. Alignment's a little off. Let's see if we can. Ooh, not crash. Okay, let's get airborne. Alright, now we're back into SCC or SCM mode. Sorry, SCCM is software we use at work. Derp. Well, let's thrust up and get back to my freelancer. I mean, look at how far away we were. Just in a few moments, we flew away from my ship. It's still out there. Yeah, it's unprotected and the rear hatch is down, so if somebody else comes out here, they could easily jump in and steal my ship. But I could also just as easily have a crew member sitting in the turret protecting my ship and my other folks who are here exploring the wreck. Who are roaming around, having a good look, and enjoying what's available. So it's just incredible, the options and the gameplay that you have available to you. I'm just blown away, and being able to do this in this ship now, this is fun. The last time I was able to use a Dragonfly was somebody's I stole back at not SCCN, Shubin. I didn't steal it. They logged out and it was still on the pad, so I just got into it and I made use of it, which is fine. Switch to hover, please. There we go. Let's see if I can park this thing the way it's intended to be parked. Oh! No, that's a negative. And I think I know the reason why, is because it tries to go over my ship. Ow! Alright, let's stop. See, it's trying to hover, and I can't change it to hover mode, so I might be able to counter the lift by going very slowly and using downward thrust to try and force me not to go over. And what do you know? Okay. Now let's try to lift off. I think that might be the end of that. Yeah, I should have backed in.
Friendly fire.
Alright, yeah. We're gonna get off this thing. And okay, we fell out of the ship. Can control my feet back. Oh. Okay. Sure. I'd like to not fly this thing back to base on the back of my ship. Yeah, just hovering up there on my engine. I got a wingman. It's a symbiotic relationship. Take a screenshot of that. That's too funny. And of course the screenshot lags out. Hopefully we don't hard crash. There we go. Alright, so because it's floating up there, let's see what happens. It's gonna try to lift with me. That is hilarious. Good, now it's back on the ground. Okay, nope, it's flying away. Come back! Stupid lag. I think my Dragonfly just did a runner. Bye! Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, that thing's gone. Open. Jeez, lag. This server needs a reboot. Alright, let's power up. Oh, I am powered up. Let's close the hatch.
Launch sequence complete. Landing gear up.
Wow, that sucker's moving. There it is, coming into view. I can target this one.
Caution. Target friendly.
Yeah, it's my own ship. I did this before once and I got wanted level for shooting my own ship. It's so small. And it's making some erratic movements. What is it doing? It's like it's dodging me. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Hello, Mr. Dragonfly. Whoa. Whoa. Holy cow, where the heck are you going? Looks like it just decided to... What the... Now you know what I mean, why these things are so ridiculously hard to hit. I mean, I'm point blank and I can't even hit the stupid thing. I did a lot of damage in the one shot that hit. I practically blew the main engine pod off, or one of the maglet pods off. No! Okay, well I rammed it. Not quite the combat I promised. Get back here. Holy cow. This thing just changes directions and zips off. Look at that thing go. Target it. Give me missile lock. Whoa, and now it just slowed down. Good. hit it with my rocket and it flew away faster. Ow! Alright, attack with that. It's broken. Alright, let's get back to Olazar. We have to claim that anyway. Whoa, zoom, freak out. There we go, Port Olazar. Not quite there. Alright, let's go somewhere where I can get to Olazar. Ah. Damn it. I'm going to have to relay over there again. No, you're not obstructed. Oh, there's a commie out here. They might be going down to the wreck as well. 20 out. There's my destroyed Dragonfly. It looks like it's trying to keep up with me, which is just funny. Awesome. Funny and depressing at the same time. Come on, just gotta clear the atmosphere and we can jump, and at the speed we are now going, that shouldn't take us too long. This would be a good... Worked? How did that happen? Okay, there's the atmosphere. There's the planet down there. I may not even need to go that way. At the rate we're climbing, I should be okay then, just to go to Olazar, actually. Yeah. No, golly. Stupid. Forgot what mode I was in. Yeah, there's Olazar. We'll be clearing that shortly and we'll head back. And that should not be a big issue. Okay, there's thrust up. Clear the planet. Once we can see 90%. Why did you just tell me that? Once I can see about 90% of the planet, or 95, I should be in the clear to jump. Let's do this. We'll decouple. Ooh, I'm not targeting anyone. Broken computer. Just mad at me for shooting my own ship. Alright. Almost 100%. You should not be obstructed. There we go. To recouple. There we go. Let's zip on by. I'm gonna have to claim my Dragonfly, but that's fine. Won't have long to wait. Where are you going, computer? Comms. Not close enough to the station, and I think I'm upside down. Yep, there we go. There we go. Landing services. Shut up, computer.
That request has already been granted.
Yeah, it would be great if you told me which flippin' pad you'd granted me landing on. Ooh, Reclaimer. Big sucker. Alright, which pad am I going to? Ah, I'm over there. Well, then we can kind of streak by the Reclaimer here and have a little look-see. Such a big ship. And even that's not even a third or a fourth of the big javelin we were just over. What's that? Oh, it's Drake, oh, Cutlass, jeez. Brain dead. Ooh. Go. And a Mustang out. Let's set her down nice and softly there.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I forgot to turn my headlight off. Oh well. Alright, well, we left with a ship in the butt, and we're coming back empty-handed. Go away, light. It's blinding. Okay. I would like to exit the ship. There we go. Those are cool. Love to try to fly one. I thought about getting the Cutlass Red, which is a medical ship. Oh boy, yeah, I don't want to meet you. Cutlass Red, which is a medical ship, because I think it'd be kind of fun to run medical missions and such. But we'll have to see once the game is a bit farther along how that type of gameplay is going to work. And if somebody who shoots a medical ship gets extra wanted level, because you really shouldn't be killing the medical people, kind of like the wartime style stuff. Destroyed. Huh, guess I did blow it up. Whatever. Claim. File a claim. Thank you. I could easily wait the 2 minutes, but I'm not going to because I don't care. Let's get out the Super Hornet for a few minutes and see if there are any missions available. D10. This way? Oop, I'm way over here. Stuck me off in the boonies. Hey, thank you. Let's go, let's go. Thank you. Thank you, no. Well, so much for that. I'm an Avenger. Damn it, my ship's broken. That happens from time to time, and it's not the end of the world. You can just file a claim. But that's 15 minutes for that ship, and then even if I do an expedited on there, that's still 3 minutes of time wasted. So, file a claim on this guy. I do have the UEC, but it's not going to come back any faster. 3 minutes. So, let's do something different. I haven't taken this one out yet. I've done the Aurora, it's okay for fighting. Guess we could make this one more about exploration and cruising around. So let's take out the 315, which has some bugs. And I know that for 3.3, I think, 3.4 this fall, where am I? I'm on 4. They are looking to have a complete rework for the 300 series done. Of course, oh, it's gonna work. Which I'm very much looking forward to, because while I love the look of the 300 series, the outside's not bad. The inside is kind of a mess and a little bit impractical, and I'll show you here when we get in. And again, this is the first ship I ever bought. This was bought the very first time you could buy ship packages and game packages on the website. So this was bought, geez, a couple months after the Kickstarter. I think I can't even remember the year. 2012, 2014, 2013, somewhere in that range. Anyway, I bought the ship because I love exploration, and it was billed as having this super heavy-duty, fancy, high-speed engine. Unfortunately, it's not that super heavy-duty speed freak anymore, and kind of abysmal. The weapons aren't great either, so the ship looks great, and it's got that massive intake for creating fuel and scanning stuff, so the ship should be very self-sufficient, which I hope is part of what they redesign it for, because the 100 series now from Origin that they've created has some really awesome features on it. It's got that engine that kind of refuels itself, and then it just looks like a more put together ship overall. Great, I should open the ladder. Open ladder. this ship just always screamed sexiness to me because it looks good, handles well. It has the ability for a nose mount up here, so eventually at some point I can mount either a scanner, who knows, I can mount a number of things up here, including a weapon potentially, which I look forward to. It's got nose thrusters on the front for maneuverability, so this ship should be pretty mean and good. That looks like a sensor, and then it's got gimbaled weapons there. I just love the way the ship screams luxury. It's like driving a Lexus. Even their commercials, they build it as kind of being a Lexus-style ship. But let's enter the ship. Once we get on board, you'll see what I mean as far as issues. I never said close. Open. So it's got ambidextrous doors, which I think are pretty cool. I like how they're going. Need to crouch. This section here is essentially my cargo deck, which is where problems begin, because if this is for cargo, how the hell am I supposed to get in and out of this thing? I have this hallway, so I kind of have to come in from the back and move around. Now, I'm okay if you can come in here and maybe get into the front, but I think they need to come up with a better entrance or maybe a movable canopy to allow me to get in. They also, if I can crouch, that's prone. Get back up. Whoa, sorry about that. They have this airlock on top of the ship that should allow me to come in and out, but it doesn't function, so kind of pointless at the moment. Oh, stop lagging. And then down here, okay, did I get too far away? I have my bed, which is great. I like that. You can go to sleep in that. It's a good bed. But it also extends into the cargo deck. So where's my cargo supposed to go? Now I know the ship isn't a massive ship designed for cargo, but like all the engine implementations and things that I may need to repair, the systems are back here. Some of them are in the hallway and some are here. But if I've got cargo, I'm not even going to be able to get in and out of the ship, really. I need to put the bed away. Crouch. Go. And see, it's already glitched, which is partly why they need to redo some of this. Alright, well, let's see if I can get in the cockpit. Yes, I can. Good. One second, got a text to respond to. Alright, so the view out of here isn't bad, but it suffers kind of like the 85X, where the lower part here, let me decouple my view, this is too high. It's like the whole front needs to be rotated down so that I can see out of the cockpit. There's just too high up. I love the radar here that shows that. They have these projectors over here that used to show images, which is now in your helmet. I like that I can also do this. There goes my doors. And I believe the power on. Where's all that? There it is. So, flight ready. See, there they are. The projectors display these images as holographs, which is pretty sweet now. Those used to not quite be there in that way, and they're not too in my face. Well, hello, Mr. EVA, in a gold suit. Funny. But it's still not the greatest view out the front. You get a great view out the top because you have this huge canopy, but there's not a whole lot else that you can see. So let's take off. Raise the gear up, and we'll throttle up. Okay, let's head this way. So my regular travel speed's 275. That's not, again, the ship is supposed to be sneaking fast, but let's go afterburner. Now you can see how fast I got up to speed. So my fighter, the Super Hornet, goes 1222. This ship goes 1223. So again, not super fast, but not super slow. I think it should be at least I know they're still going to make some adjustments, but I think the fighters should be a little bit faster, but this ship should be stinking fast. It's meant to be. It's an exploration ship. It's billed as having this monster of an engine. Let's see if I can get in close enough for my weapons to come in, and you'll see how weak, because I only have these two on the side. There we go. Now the direction's coming up. And there, that little box, that's my direction. So if I go into decouple, you can see it's still pointing there. That's what was broken on my other ship earlier. That way I know what direction I'm going. Where's my target? Oh, a Buccaneer. I can't take a Buccaneer. I could take a Connie, but that seems kind of pointless. So I guess it's a Connie. Alright, let's get up here. Whoa! Yeah, see this Aurora, what is this? This is an LN. I have an LN. These things are pigs. Well, I did some damage up close. I think that's a little messed up because this ship weapons are not that strong. Wow, I almost blew his engine. I did blow him up. Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Ooh, I took some cockpit damage though. That's not cool. Alright, let's go to... I don't think I've been to Yela yet live, so let's go over there. I think I went to Selin, or at least close to Selin. Now, I haven't flown this ship since... when did I last fly it? 3.0. Yeah, because I landed on Yela in this ship and it was glitched to high hell. So I haven't really flown this ship in a while. And it wasn't this fast, so I'm glad to see that they have beefed it up, but I still think it should be a little bit faster. It should be a beast of a ship because it's exploration. It's meant to just cruise around. It shouldn't be very detectable unless I'm doing a lot. Whoa, 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 gain control. Let's try to find some point of interest that would be fun to see. Aston Ridge Emergency Shelter. Let's go to Benson Mining Outpost. Right up there on the horizon. There's no orbital marker that's any closer, is there? 700, that would put me 300 away. Yeah, let's go there. See, the speed at which the ship spools up, accelerates, all of that is part of what they build with on having that massive engine and the power ability and all that stuff. I'm farther away than I was, damn it. 729, yeah, why not? Cruise over here. Back in the asteroid field. We'll pull a quick maneuver. Give me control! Come back around the planet. Ooh, blackout. Benson Mining, there we go. Now we're closer. And it's right on the terminus between day and night. We'll drop down a little early and do some surface flight. So, the powerful engine, I stand corrected a little bit. They did correct some of the issues where my monster of an engine back there actually seems to be accelerating me much better than I thought it had previously, and I do not recall it going that fast. It used to be peak of like a 725 SCM and other stuff in some of the early 2 models after they tweaked the flight models and such against, which was very annoying. The other benefit of this ship is its design mimics enough of an airplane that it should be very maneuverable in atmospheric flight. You can see there's the docking collar on top. So I'm not really sure what to expect out of the rework. I think the ship looks awesome. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. I think the ship just looks awesome. It's always been one of my favorite looking ships. All of them have, even the 325-80, the regular 300. It's just a good looking ship. It does need another gun on the front, in my opinion, or at least a sensor or something. They don't have scanning and sensors in place yet, so I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but like I was mentioning earlier, I should be able to like go out to Daymar, dive bomb the planet in this guy, do some quick cruising, pick up some points of interest. Then, since I know those points of interest now, they should be permanently tied to my account. I can either utilize them or sell them, so I should be able to then get my prospector, fly back out there, and then go cruise around and do the mining, get the work done. So there's just a lot of fun things that I can't wait for them to get done so I can do the gameplay and have some fun doing it. Now, atmospheric stuff, they don't have any of that in yet, and any fighter or ship that kind of has plane-like design elements to it should do very well in the atmosphere. Stuff like the Aurora are not going to be very maneuverable in the atmosphere, and that's by design, because they're just brutes of ships. They're not well designed, they're not aerodynamic, because in space you don't need to be. You could have anything and just move it, that's fine. It's the atmospheric issue that sets up a lot of the design structure of these craft, and if we're going to be doing atmospheric stuff, then I highly look forward to being able to do that. And you saw how fast I went to red out and black out in this ship. That's because we move so fast. This is a part of Yela I've never been, or at least in this version. And without an atmosphere, it's going to be a little hard to gauge my entry speed, but I know I am moving really fast. I'm about 80 km up, yeah, 80 from you, so I'm about 40 up. I'm going to need to start throttling down. There it goes. There's my atmosphere. So that's the slow throttle. There's the space brake. Yeah, you can see it kind of applying reverse thrust, so geez, that works fast. Never really had a need for that. Aztec being a jerk. I'll have to look up how to set them up, how to set mods up on this new version. I have not looked into that in a long time. Alright, so we are coming down to the planet. We are going to go for a blast down the canyon and come up on that mining facility. So this ship is in no way as bad as the... Why am I so zoomed in? That wasn't this way when I took off. Anyway, as bad as the 85X. That ship is just like almost unflyable. It's supposed to be a snub ship, which are little landing craft, so I would have my Carrack up in orbit, I would keep it safe, able to get away, and I would take the snub ship, fly down to the surface, pick up whatever, a person of interest, or just go exploring, or even just fly down myself, and go for the tour around the planet. Problem is, its view is so bad that I pretty much have to fly like this. If I wanted to, I'll use my mouse, if I wanted to fly that direction, I have to angle down that far just to see. If you've seen the video I just put out last week with the removing of wanted level and stuff, you'll see what I mean, because in that video you just can't see anything. It's ridiculous. And even now, I'm flying at a mountain here that I'm going to be extremely close to. And essentially the only way I'm accurately able to see it is to pretend I'm doing this, which is fine. It's space. I can fly like this. And I have such a beautiful view out the upper side of the cockpit that it's not a big deal, but I really think my seat should be slightly elevated and pulled back so I have a better view of the cockpit. The way those two panels on the side, or 4 panels on the side are, that's beautiful. They do not impact my view at all, as some other crafts do. Even my Super Hornet, sometimes it's a little overbearing sometimes because the view is somewhat obstructed. Whereas this, I don't really have that problem, but I need to be pulled farther out. Yeah, I could change the FOV, but then I have an issue with not being able to see anything else properly. Okay, camera needs to kind of open it. I'm not lined up. Good enough. Alright, so here is the mining facility. Tiny little place, not much to see. thrust over to it, put the gear down. And this plane ship does have regular gear.
Collision 4.
I'm not about to collide with it. Man, that view gets messed up fast. Okay, there's my wheels coming down. Let's just thrust over this way and find the main entrance, which is right in front of me. Good. So with the wheels, I should be able to drive along the surface or land on runways or anything like that. So I really do look forward to them adding in the atmospheric flight models, because at that point I'll be able to actually fly these things a little more naturally. Now on a planet like this, it kind of makes sense. I should have enough thrust to hover, as it were. Let's see if I can get this thing on the deck. Oh, it's another one of those that are going to bounce and float. I don't... Those sounds don't sound nice. Oh, that's the mining system. Alright, let's get out. They got some work to do on the 300 series. Oh yeah, my bed's in the way. Can I close it now? Herpaderp? Please close, Mr. Bed. I can get in the bed. There it is. Close. Nope, I did not want to go prone. No thank you, stand up. Alright, let's exit ship. Okay, animation's a bit broken. So I've got... Why is my ship bouncing around? There's a party going on. I love this ship though. The gear, everything about it's just awesome. Not perfect, but it's awesome. Sleek. You can see the cockpit there. Either the nose of this ship, right here, needs to extend farther down so that the pilot can see out, and I think they could pull it off by angling it down and kind of recessing the nose turret or spot hardpoint in a little more to allow you to have a better angle view out of the front. Open the door. Hadn't planned to do a cargo horn, but let's see what they let me buy. Select a destination. I will gladly do that. 2 SCU. Boy, that's awesome. Alright. Most expensive thing here is acetine, which is probably... I'm not sure. I have a feeling that the stuff that they're mining is going to be easier for them to take out, but it doesn't really tell me what they need, which is what I really wish they would add. Tell me what they need. I'm assuming that the stuff that's the highest price is what they are buying, so if I take that from them, it's harder for them to get. The stuff that's cheap is what they have plenty of. So if I take all that I can take is 200 units for 25 UEC, breaking the bank. Let's see how much I can sell that for back at Olazar. And I don't think that this ship needs a ton of cargo hardpoints, but if the cargo variant of the 100 series can take 6 SCU, no, it's 4 SCU, why is this ship so limited in that regard? I should be able to take 5 or 6 in this. Enter ship. And eat a ladder in the face. Can you let me in my pilot seat? Thank you. Wow, this place is laggy. Alright. I like how he's pushing old controls that don't exist anymore since they last updated the ship back in 2-something. Oh. Auto power on, that's nice. Okay. Whoa, why am I turning? Yeah, collision everywhere.
Landing gear raised.
There we go. Man, that was brutal. Let's go whiz by the mountain and then we'll head back off to space. That is literally into the side of the mountain. I don't want to die. And because I have such an engine, I'm able to go this fast, this close to the surface. That is a big mountain. Love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, let's get space word. After a bad red out. Let's see the thrusters, trying to slow my momentum down. This looks like old volcanic stuff. There we go, let's rocket spaceward. And we should be able to head back to Ulzar and sell my wares. Yeah, they definitely increased the thrust output on this sucker. I'm in the atmosphere, so it's still a little slow, but the fact that I can get going that fast, it's definitely something in favor of this. Now my Super Hornet's not that much slower to get up to speed, so that's not bad. I'm pretty pleased with that. I hope they retain that type of thrust. Boy. There we go. Alright. I don't need this menu. Let's go to comms. Hello, old friend. Rear. Should be in range. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't talk to me about my landing clearance.
That request has already been granted.
Well, I'm glad you say that, but you don't tell me where my landing clearance is, so it's kind of hard for me to know when you don't tell me. Alright, let's get on the deck. So this ship definitely is back up in my good graces after the speed boost, so wish I'd seen that more in some of the patch notes, but I had not seen that. No, I'm not about to collide. Another perfect landing. Where's flight power? There we go. Ah, lag.
Landing complete.
I will have a nice day. Alright, let's see what I can hawk that. I'm probably completely wrong in my assumption that the cheaper it is at a location, the more expensive it potentially is elsewhere. Excuse me, because they don't have that particular item, element, or whatever at their location. And we'll just run off. Goodbye. We'll leave my ship locked so somebody doesn't steal it. Alright, come on, big money, big payout. No whammies, no whammies. Hey! Ah, good, airlocks. I haven't had a broken door. This server's not been too bad. FPS is kind of crappy lately, but those lagouts are starting to get more frequent. I have a feeling this server's about to go kaputski. Yeah, that door took a while to open. Alright, good buddy. Let's see if I made something more than 200 UEC. What gen? Hydrogen, 0.17. That's basically what I paid for it. Okay. So I made 10 UEC. Man, they need to fix the pricing on some of these things, but that's pretty much on par with how everything has been. That's not worth the fuel it cost me to get there and the damage I took, so... Well, that's lame. Hello, good sir. Can I get Nope, I can't get the menu up. Nope. I can't get the chat menu up, which was keybound to F12. I'm feeling... Nope. All I'm doing is taking 40 screenshots. Alright. Just gonna salute him. So, I think we will draw it to an end there. It's been about 90 minutes at this point, so thank you guys for watching. Next time, since we just did exploration and some of that fun stuff, we'll probably go back to doing some cargo, and we'll focus more on combat missions and things of that nature. So